Welcome children. Exercise 3.2. Find the values of other 5 trigonometric functions in 1 to 5. So first question, cos x equal to minus half. So x lies in third quadrant. So the first quadrant we have seen all silver tea cups. So all are positive. So sine, cos, cosec, secant, tan and cot. So all the trigonometric ratios are positive. And here silver, S stands for sine and its reciprocal, cosecant. So sine and cosecant are positive and the other trigonometric ratios are negative. Here T stands for tan. So tan and its reciprocal is cot. So tan and cot are positive and other trigonometric ratios are negative. Here cups. So C is cos and its reciprocal secant. So cos and secant are positive in the fourth quadrant and other trigonometric functions are negative. Here cos x is minus half, x lies in the third quadrant. We have to find other 5 trigonometric functions. If we find sin x and cos x first, then it would be easy for us to find other 4 trigonometric functions. So cos x is minus half. So using this identity, sin square x plus cos square x is 1. Then sin square x is 1 minus cos square x. Here x is minus half. So cos square x is 1 by 4. So 1 minus 1 by 4, which is 3 by 4. So sin square x is 3 by 4. Then sin x is plus or minus root 3 by 4, which is equal to plus or minus root 3 by 2. So root 3 by root 4. So root 3 by root 4 is 2. So sin x is plus or minus root 3 by 2. But we know that x lies in the third quadrant. So in the third quadrant only tan and cot are positive and other trigonometric ratios like sine, cosecant, cos and secant are negative. So we have to take the negative value of sin x. So sin x is minus root 3 by 2. So now we can find the other trigonometric functions like cosecant x. Cosecant x is 1 by sin x. So 1 by minus root 3 by 2, which is minus 2 by root 3. Then secant x. Secant x is 1 by cos x. So 1 by minus half, which is minus 2. Then tan x. Tan x is sin x by cos x. So sin x is minus root 3 by 2 and cos x is minus half. Minus and minus will get cancelled and 2 and 2 will get cancelled, which is equal to root 3. So tan x is root 3. Now cot x is reciprocal of tan x, which is 1 by tan x, that is 1 by root 3. Second one, sin x equal to 3 by 5, x lies in the second quadrant. So cosecant x is 1 by sin x, which is 1 by 3 by 5, which is 5 by 3. Now we have to find cos x. So using the identity sin square x plus cos square x equal to 1. So cos square x is 1 minus sin square x. So cos x is plus or minus root of 1 minus sin square x, which is equal to plus or minus root of 1 minus sin x is 3 by 5. So sin square x is 9 by 25. So 9 by 25, which is equal to plus or minus 25 minus 9, which is 16 by 25. So root of 16 by 25 is 4 by 5. So cos x is plus or minus 4 by 5, but x lies in the second quadrant. So in the second quadrant only sine and cosecant are positive. Other trigonometric functions are negative. So we have to take cos x as minus of 4 by 5. So cos x is minus 4 by 5. Now it would be easy for us to find secant x, which is 1 by cos x. So 1 by minus 4 by 5, which is minus 5 by 4. So next one is tan x. Tan x is sin x by cos x. So sin x is 5 by 3 by 5 and cos x is minus 4 by 5. 5 and 5 will get cancelled, which is minus 3 by 4. Then cot x. Cot x is 1 by tan x, which is 1 by minus 3 by 4, which is equal to minus 4 by 3. Third one, cot x is 3 by 4 and x lies in the third quadrant. So we can easily find tan x, which is the reciprocal of cot x. So tan x is 1 by cot x, which is 1 by 3 by 4. So we get 4 by 3. Now we have to find secant or cos, sine and cosecant. So using the identity 1 plus tan square x is secant square x. So 1 plus tan x is 4 by 3. So tan square x is 16 by 9. So 1 plus 16 by 9, which is secant square x. So 9 plus 16. So 25 by 9, which is equal to secant square x. So secant x is plus or minus root of 25 by 9, which is plus or minus 5 by 3. So secant x is plus or minus 5 by 3, but we know that x lies in the third quadrant. So in the third quadrant, only tan and cot are positive. The other trigonometric functions are negative. So we can take secant x as minus 5 by 3. So secant x is minus 5 by 3. Then cos x is 1 by secant x. So 1 by minus 5 by 3, which is minus 3 by 5. Next we have to find sine and cosecant. We can either use the identity 1 plus cot square x is cosecant square x, or tan x as sin x by cos x. So I am going to use this identity 1 plus cot square x is, which is equal to cosecant square x. So 1 plus cot x is 3 by 4. So cot square x is 9 by 16. So 9 by 16, which is cosecant square x. So 16 plus 9, 25 by 16. So cosecant x is plus or minus root of 25 by 16, which is equal to plus or minus 5 by 4. But x lies in the third quadrant. Here tan and cot are positive. The other trigonometric ratios are negative. So we can take cosecant x as minus pi by 4. So cosecant x is minus 5 by 4. Then sin x is 1 by cosecant x. So 1 by minus 5 by 4, which is minus 4 by 5. So sin x is minus 4 by 5. So fourth one, secant x is 13 by 5 and x lies in the fourth quadrant. So secant x is 13 by 5, then cos x is 1 by secant x. So 1 by 13 by 5, which is 5 by 13. Then using the identity sin square x plus cos square x is 1. So sin square x is 1 minus cos square x, which is equal to 1 minus cos x is 5 by 13. So cos square x is 25 by 169. So 25 by 169, which is 169 minus 25. So 144 by 169. So root of. So sin x is plus or minus 12 by 13. So x lies in the fourth quadrant. Only cos and secant are positive. Then sin x is negative. So sin x is equal to minus 12 by 13. So sin x is minus 12 by 13. Then cosecant x is 1 by sin x. So 1 by minus 12 by 13, which is minus 13 by 12. Now we have to find tan x. Tan x is sin x by cos x. Sin x is minus 12 by 13 and cos x is 5 by 13. So cancelling 13, we get minus 12 by 5, and cot x is 1 by tan x. So 1 by minus 12 by 5, which is minus 5 by 12. Fifth one, tan x is minus 5 by 12 and x lies in second quadrant. So tan x is minus 5 by 12, then cot x is reciprocal of tan x. So minus 12 by 5. Then we have to find the other trigonometric functions. So we can use the identity 1 plus tan square x, which is equal to secant square x. So 1 plus, here tan x is minus 5 by 12, tan square is 25 by 144. So 25 by 144, which is secant square x. So 144 plus 25, which is 169 by 144. secant square x. So secant x is plus or minus root of 169 by 144, which is plus or minus 13 by 12. Here x lies in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, sine and cosecant are positive. The other trigonometric functions are negative. So we can take secant x as minus 13 by 12. Then cos x is reciprocal of secant x, which is minus 12 by 13. Then we have to find sine. So using the identity 1 minus cos square x is sine square x. Here cos x is minus 12 by 13. So cos square x is 14 by 169. So it is 1 minus 144 by 169. So 169 minus 144, which is 25 by 169. So sin x is plus or minus 5 by 13. But x lies in the second quadrant. Here sine and cosecant are positive. So its sine x is positive of 5 by 13. So sine x is 5 by 13. And cosecant x is reciprocal of this, which is 13 by 5. So the next set of questions from 6 to 10, we have to find the values of the trigonometric functions. We are going to use this sine of 2n pi plus x, which is equal to sin x, and cos of 2n pi plus x, which is equal to cos x. We know that the values of sin x repeat after an interval of 2 pi or 360 degree. The sin x and the cos x values will not change. If n takes values like 1, then it is sine of 2 pi plus x, which is equal to sin x. If it takes 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, etc., the values of the sin x and cos x will never change. It remains the same. So the first one, sixth question, sine of 765 degree. So we can write this as 360 into something. So sine of, so 360 into 2, which is 720. So 2 into 360, 720 plus 45. So 720 plus 45, which gives sine 765 degree. So sine of 2n pi plus x, which is equal to sine x. Here x is 45 degree. So we can write as sine 45 degree. So sine 45 degree, which is 1 by root 2. Seventh question, cosecant of minus 1410. So we know that the values of cosecant x repeat after an interval of 2 pi or 360 degree. So cosecant of minus 4 into 360, which is minus 1440 plus 30 degree. So 2n pi plus x, which is equal to sin x. So minus 4 into 360 plus 30. So we can write 360 as 2 pi also. So minus 4 into 2 pi plus 30, which is cosecant 30 degree. So sin 30 is 1 by 2. So cosecant 30 is reciprocal of sin x, which is 2. So 8th one, tan 19 pi by 3. So it's given in terms of radians. So when we divide 19 by 3, we get 6 1 by 3 pi. So I can write this as tan of 6 1 by 3 pi. So which is equal to tan 6 pi plus pi by 3. So I have written this as 6 pi plus pi by 3. So when we multiply 6 pi into 3, we get 18 plus pi, which is 19 pi by 3. So I can write this as tan into 3 into 2 pi plus pi by 3. So using this result, we can write this as tan pi by 3. Tan pi by 3 is, which is tan 60 degree. So tan 60 is root 3. Ninth one, sine of minus 11 pi by 3. So we can write this as sine of minus 11. So pi is 180. We can change pi as 180 by 3. Then it is 60. So which is equal to sine of minus 660 degree. We can convert this into degree and we can find the value of this. So sine of minus 2 into 360. So minus 2 into 360 is minus 720. Minus 720 plus 60, we get minus 660 degree. So which is, using this result, we can write this as sine of x. X is 60 degree. So sine 60 degree, which is equal to root 3 by 2. So 10th question, cot of minus 15 pi by 4. So I have taken pi as 180. Then cancelling this, we get 45. So 15 into 45, we get cot of minus 675 degree. So first I converted this into degree. Then I am writing this as cot of minus 2 into 360. So 2 into 360 is 720. 720 plus 45. So minus 720 and plus 45, we get minus 675 degree. So using this result, we get cot of 45 degree. So tan 45 is 1. The reciprocal of cot is 1 by tan, which is 1. So cot 45 degree is 1. Hope you all understood the concepts. Thank you, children.